For the first time since the 2020-21 season, FC Barcelona have won the first two games in La Liga. Football is alive, and it's gotten cules so excited. They are already seeing all the signs of the return of the Great Barça right now. Well, we also see signs that the Catalans are in for some very exciting times, and that this new team will bring us a lot of surprises in the new season. Without further ado, let's get into it. Exciting! This was the cover story of the sport newspaper after the landmark victory over Athletic Bilbao. Their meeting represented one of those Spanish clásicos. Barcelona, Real Madrid and Athletic Bilbao are three clubs that have never been relegated from the top Spanish division, and that's why clashes between them are called classics. Barcelona played against one of the strongest teams in La Liga in terms of physicality and managed to crush the Basques with their own fitness level. Absolutely impressive. After the final whistle, everyone acknowledged the 2-1 victory of Hansi Flick's man over Ernesto Valverde's squad as absolutely deserved. Barça could have scored more and was the best side in this battle. The XG rate only confirms it. Lewandowski could have easily left the pitch with a hat-trick, though he hit the woodwork twice. However, the most impressive part of the game for cules was the relentless pressing of Hansi Flick's side. Minute 95 and Barça was still pressing. I swore I could not recognize my team. Barcelona supporters could not believe how tough the Catalans were. Even athletic footballers admitted that Barça was stronger, especially in terms of physique. They were better. Our intention was to hold out and not let them create too many chances and try to hurt them when we had the ball. In the second half, I don't know if it was because of their physicality or quality, it was harder for us, noted Bilbao's right-back Iñigo Leque. The opponent's head coach and former Barça coach in one person, Ernesto Valverde, admitted that his words were unable to realize their game plan because of Barcelona's brilliant, almost perfect display. We wanted to stop Barça from playing from the back, but it was almost impossible because Pau Cubarsí didn't miss a single pass. Indeed, Athletic's attackers were unable to disrupt Barcelona's play from the back, as the Blaugrana have an elite passer in the center of defense. Just look at these multiple line-cutting passes. These passes are at the level of Sergio Busquets, and we are not exaggerating. There are not many defenders in world football with such an amazing vision as that of Pau. And speaking of Busquets, it seems like La Masia's lab has made a miracle again and produced a clone of Sergio. You know who we mean, it's all about Marc Bernal. Interestingly enough, 17-year-old Marc also wears the number 28 shirt. Sergio made his first team appearance in the 2008-2009 season under that same number. Fans also joke a lot about what Bernal is given to eat because of how big he is at 17. Just look how tiny Pedri looks next to him. Bernal was absolutely outstanding during the battle against Athletic and deserved the stunning feedback from the fans and the media. Marc Bernal, man, I forgot we even needed a pivot. His presence there is so calming, always in the right position at the right time, wrote one fan, and it really is the pitch-perfect description of his performance. Bernal not only maintained control of the team's possession, but also held his line to break any counterattacks and finished the game with a staggering 96% pass accuracy and 100 dribbles completed. And this was taken from a column on the Barça Universal website. The fact that the 17-year-old boy felt very confident on the pitch in the big match can be demonstrated by this episode, in which Bernal beat two opponents at once. Wow! Ice in his veins. The stadium gave him a standing ovation as he walked to the bench. It's insane, guys! It doesn't matter how old Marc Bernal is, he's playing well and it was important to have him as a pivot. Hansi Flick sounds delighted with the unexpected option La Masia has brought to the first team. However, the German manager himself is doing an excellent job at the Catalans' ranks. He elegantly uses the options he has available, setting an additional goal to never complain about the club's squad situation. The team is responding very well. I'm focused on what we can deal with on our own. Today we wanted to get 3 points and we got them. Today was a good game. We have to keep improving and we are working to do better in the next game. We have a good atmosphere in the team. There's always pressure. Everyone has accepted the idea that we want to play with. Shares Hansi Flick. One can clearly tell that there is a great atmosphere within the squad by watching this video of Barcelona's head coach congratulating each player on their victory. Unity is the key for Hansi Flick. The Barca boss indeed should be applauded for his ability to build a system of play in which each performer is aware of his function on the football pitch and no one feels off the game. Just think of it, the Catalans were forced to face their opponents without Araujo, Christensen, Gavi, Frankie, Olmo and Ansu Fati, 6 first-team representatives. Okay, let's not forget about Gundogan's shocking departure too. Yet Flick still keeps the bar as high as possible even without these beasts. No excuses, just hard work and trying to achieve the best possible result with the available talent. A pretty cool approach that definitely deserves your like. Barca's reviewers are also slowly falling in love with Flickball and its methods. I think the biggest difference you will find between Flick and Xavi is that Xavi needed his best players available, whereas Flick can make his system work with many players, claims journalist Javi Giorgetti. By the way, Flick received recognition and respect from former Barca boss Ernesto Valverde. What differences do you see from Hansi Flick instead of Xavi at Barcelona? A journalist asked at the post-match press conference. You can tell that Flick wants to play in the back of the net permanently. It's all details. The Red and White's manager replied. In the end, the Barca style is always noticeable, but you can see key differences between managers. Today you can see that Flick was practically playing with 2 strikers and Raphinha as a midfielder. Raphinha is, of course, another football hero who now shines under Hans Flick. His appearance in the tie against Athletic was truly a captain's performance. He was everywhere and had the maximum impact on the course of the game. He created 3 goal chances, won 9 duels, recovered the ball 5 times, and it was he who gave an elegant pre-assist to Pedri. At this point, we have seen the Brazilian in 4 different positions: right and left winger, central attacking midfielder and right interior in a 4-3-3 setup. It seems that Rafa is the perfect soldier for Hansi Flick's system. For us, Raphinha always starts the pressure. The dynamism he brings to the rest of the players is invaluable. I didn't expect to see him press that much. He covers the entire pitch for 90 minutes. He's in very good form. Raphinha can play in any position of the attack. It's amazing for us to have a player like this. Flick praised one of the team captains. Jules Kounde is one more example of a guy who will become a centerpiece for the German coach. Kounde, who has been moved to the right-back position, works as a powerful weapon against the opponent's fast and threatening wingers. Ahead of the Bilbao encounter, Flick stated that he was confident in Jules' ability to stop Nico. Promised? Done. Nico Williams didn't dribble past Kounde once the entire match. ESPN FC pointed out after the match. There were other praise reports as well. Moreover, Jules' statistics in that match caused a huge buzz among Barca supporters. It was indeed an exceptional performance that completely neutralized Bilbao and Spain's star Nico Williams. Kounde is already called almost the best right-back in the world, with Lamine Yamal supporting the overall hype. Meanwhile, Kounde himself enjoys the physical demands of his new coach. Hansi Flick insists on playing with intensity and strength. We need that in matches like this. Kounde is a competitive animal under Flick, and the same can be said about Pedri, Lewandowski and Lamine Yamal. These performers have excelled in the new team and the new system of play. We'll start off with Pedri, who has delivered one of his best performances in the last few seasons. Fully fit Pedri is a clone of Andrés Iniesta. Could this be Pedri's season? Yes, definitely. Physically, he is 100%. Our physios have done a great and fantastic job with Pedri. He brings us passion and game, a great combination, Flick told at the press conference. And he's right. Pedri is a defining player for his Spanish team. In the match against Valencia, he came on in the second half and completely changed the course of the duel, establishing control in the midfield and destroying Los Chas' fast counter-attacking football. Then, in the fixture versus Bilbao, the number 8 resembled Don Andres. That's how easily he managed to beat the opposition's pressing. It seemed that they were just running after him in herds. By the way, against Athletic, Pedri operated as a second pivot with Bernal, replacing Casado, and did so well that Cules would like to see him in this role in the future. Lamine Yamal and Robert Lewandowski were responsible for goals in Hansi Flick's first 2 official matches in charge of Barcelona, which are further signs that Blaugrana will be just fine. The Polish ace, for example, has netted 3 goals in 2 appearances and is on his way to capture the Pichichi Trophy, while Hansi Flick calls him a killer. No doubt that number 9 has regained his best form in the new season, and the fans still joking about it. And then there is Lamine Yamal. What a start to the season! After a wild summer, the 17-year-old winger has already managed to provide an assist in the match against Valencia, as well as score a massive goal against Alex Padilla. Yeah, folks, that's the Lions goalkeeper's name. Lamine is in the mood. And he even made a bet with his father about the number of accurate shots he will record this season. And when such things happen, you can be sure of a goal-scoring spree. I have a bet with my father about the goal and assist statistics for this season. Let's see if I can fulfill it. We wonder who will be able to stop this Catalan machine, since it's only getting better with every meeting. Guys, leave a like if you are impressed with Flick's first Barcelona matches. This is the most dynamic and enjoyable match I've seen from Barca in a long time. We're sure that this fan's impression is shared by many Barcelona fans right now. If only the news around the club was as positive. However, what Laporta and the board of directors are doing is just beyond belief. Click on the video in front of you and check out the whole truth about Barcelona's management. And now it's time for us to say goodbye. See you soon!